Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. A shout out to drone enthusiasts everywhere, and a shout out to all of my friends at the Drone Seekers. I'm doing this whole video today with the camera on the Mavic Mini. So we're in Newberg, Oregon today, just a couple days before Christmas, and this is wine country. And you can probably tell already it's a cloudy day. Typical Oregon weather. It's been raining all day, but I'm going to put the little Mavic Mini up in the air and kind of let you take a look at some of the wine country around here. We're not going to get too carried away, but we'll just go on a little flight. So let's get in a direction here that I can safely back up and go. So we're going to do a reverse up and away. So backwards and up now. Guess I lowered that camera a little too quickly. Sorry for that gimbal movement there, guys. I'm trying to fly the sticks and move the gimbal at the same time. But one thing about Oregon, it's green, as you can see. Okay, let's stop right there. I'm going to pick the camera up just a little bit, pick up the gimbal, see if I can do a better job moving the gimbal slowly. So yeah, I mean, you can see some vineyards off in the distance here, and I think we ought to take a look at some of those. I hear an aircraft off in the distance, so I'm going to make sure I get eyes on him. He is well above the clouds, so he is well above where we're at. Boy, I can hear him, but I can't see him, so he's well into the clouds. And he's past us now. You know, whenever you hear an aircraft, you always want to make sure you get eyes on them. So here is some of the vineyards in this area, and this has really become wine country around here. Really beautiful territory, I tell you. It's when you get on the west side of the Cascades, and it's so much greener. And obviously this time of the year, there's no grapes on those vines, but there's sure a lot of them. And they do make a lot of wine here, that's for sure. It did ask me for a compass calibration before we took off, and we did that. Let's kind of do a little circle around here. I'm going to do hopefully a nice easy yaw and a turn here. A lot of mist stuff in the distance there. And as you can see, there's still some timber, and you know, a lot of it looks like it's been planted here. And this, the crofts were telling us that this has been recently logged off. The people that own this property cut a bunch of their timber down. We'll get some altitude here. Make sure we're well above everything. We'll get up about 60 meters or so. See if I can get pointed directly at the bird. The radar, it's nice having that radar working a little better now than what it did previously, but helps you keep pointed at the drone so that you know you're getting signal to it. I mean, it was raining all morning here. So this is an area just I guess you would call it southwest of Portland, Oregon. Really beautiful territory, I tell you. It's always fun to get your drone up someplace that you haven't flown. And this is my sister and brother-in-laws that we're at right now, and boy, what a nice piece of property they have up here. Just great views. And this is the view that they see every day. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the corner of the property here, and you know, we hear a lot of people talk about return to home, and the beeping that the drone, or that the controller makes when the drone is coming back. I have a lot of people tell me that you can control that, or you can stop the beeping by either tapping on the RTH button again, or by tapping on the power button. I have found that neither one of them appear to be the case that I've ever seen. So we're almost to the corner of their property here. I'm going to stop right there for a second. And we're going to hit return to home, and we're going to see if we can stop that beeping. I'm going to tell you that I don't think we can. I've tried it a few times, but enough people have suggested to me that that would be something to do. So I figure it's worth a shot. So let's try it. Hitting return to home now.
Go home.
Okay, so here she comes. She's coming back, and you hear the beeping. So I'm going to hit, right now, I'm going to tap the return to home button on the controller. And what does that do? And I just barely tapped it. That stops the drone in place, right? So I'm going to back this up again. One more time. And then we're going to hit that return to home button again. And the other thing that people have told me to do is just tap that power button, and it'll stop the beeping. So we're hitting return to home.
Go home.
So we hear the beep, and I'm going to tap the power button now. Does nothing. So I did it twice. That power, it just didn't do anything. So let's drop the gimbal down here a little bit. And you can see me down there standing in the middle of the driveway. Let's cancel return to home, because we still have 61% battery. Let's try sport mode here. One more time. There we are. We're in sport mode now. Let's see if we can get out here a ways. So I'm gaining some altitude here. Oh, we're kind of getting into the mist a little bit. A little bit of fog. I won't get too carried away here, but kind of interesting to fly through the mist. This is typical Oregon weather, particularly this time of year. In fact, I would say it's probably warmer than normal. This is really fun. Sorry for those quick yaw movements. I am in sport mode here. And I'm heading right directly back to us. As you can see, I'm only at 100. Yeah, so it's giving me strong wind warnings. Well, I've experienced that before, so we don't want to get too carried away, but we're almost home. Dropping altitude quickly. And I hear another aircraft, so I'm going to get us down low here. He's way off to the west of us, but you know, you always want to keep that in mind when you're flying. Aircraft directly above me now. You know, it's amazing in this kind of weather how well I can see the blinking light on the drone. It's very, very visible. I've not experienced that before with this drone. Just that one little blinking light on the back is really visible when it's a little darker like this. So I want to make sure that that airplane is gone from anywhere we're at. And I hear him way to the west of us over there. That's my wife. You hear yelling at me in the background there. She wants to make sure I'm doing a good job flying. Okay, that aircraft is gone, so I feel like I can fly a little bit more here. I always forgot I'm in sport mode. Let's go back to C mode. A little bit smoother flying. Take a look at this. I'm gonna ask my brother-in-law what exactly this is. See if we can get down and take a look at it here. I don't know, you know, obviously it's a pond of some kind, but I don't know if that's just runoff or what that is. We'll follow it down here a little bit. Down to 35% battery, so it's almost time to come home. Get a little bit closer look at the vineyards there. We'll pick the gimbal up just a little. Okay, let's do a gradual yaw here and bring it home. We've been flying for 15 minutes, so I'd say that's not bad, spending time in sport mode, etc. Down to 33% battery. Definitely want to be mindful of these trees. I gotta tell you, my fingers are getting awful cold. Yeah, I figured out I was facing away from the drone there. I tell you, I always have that problem. I don't know what I was doing. You guys saw on the radar, I was looking completely the opposite direction of the drone, but we still had a good signal. Yeah, I lose track of that all the time. I always end up facing the wrong way. They got a nice, this driveway, this paved driveway is a nice place to take off and land. Okay, elevator coming down. Down to 24% battery. Oh, it's telling me it's got a low battery. It's not that low yet, 20%. Wonder if we can stop that noise. Hey, now that, no, I thought maybe that did it. I hit that power button real quick. Okay, so, you know, it's getting dark here, but, you know, you got to see a little bit of the territory here just outside of Newburgh. Got to see some of the grapes and the trees and a little bit of the territory. Got to go up into the clouds a little bit. I'd more call that fog than clouds because it wasn't that high up. But yeah, anyway, I guess that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it. And hey, this is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And we will see you on the next one. Bye now. Time to land. Let's take her down.
Landing.
And that is that.